I mean, we talked about different things and mobility. We talked about Commotion LA, but there's no way we can have a podcast about mobility without discussing the partnership that is needed between the different mobility modes. You need to have public transport. You need to have trams. You need to have buses. You need to have even cars. You need to have bike share. You need to allow people to safely walk if they want to walk to the store. You need to allow scooter sharing. So there needs to be a balance between the different mobility options. But how do we find the balance?
Well, I think that's absolutely true. I mean, I think we're big supporters of public transportation. It's absolutely necessary.
Yeah. They have a lot of impact and value.
But what transit cannot do is assure efficient last mile connections. So when you get out of the metro station in your neighborhood, how do you go the 10 blocks to your house, for example? That's the private sector needs to play a role there. So I think the really smart cities understand that, and those sort of last mile connections are provided by micromobility, active mobility, areas that you can walk in safely, so it impacts the design of a city and the built environment, etc. So that's really, really important. So I think, look, again, this goes back to very collaborative relationship between public and private, and it's still to be worked out. It's a process.
Exactly.
But I think that's the way we're going to go for sure. And